How's it going? It's the West Side Speakeasy podcast and reaction channel right here with Mocha Tattoo.
Thinking here, what's up, everybody? How we doing?
Man, dog, it was an unforgettable, legendary weekend.
Was it? Was it?
I mean, I kind of feel like it was, dog.
Okay, that's right.
So, for everybody that's watching, just know there's gonna be a lot of mixed feelings, and it's gonna be all on the Dodgers, dog. All right.
Yep.
So on the episode before this, I believe we were talking about how we're not supporting the Dodgers. Well, at least I'm not.
Yep, I wasn't watching either. No World Series game, no nothing.
And the reason why we weren't supporting or watching was because, unfortunately, and I say that unfortunately because I am anti-ice and I am for, my mom's Mexican, dog. You feel me? How about yourself, Tigre?
Yeah, both of my parents were.
They're both from Mexico?
Both of them born in Mexico.
So that being said, dog, I'm definitely against ice. And unfortunately, Mark Walters is one of the main owners of the Dodgers. I want to say he's the primary
owner.
Yeah, that means basically
he owns the most shares.
The most shares of the Dodgers. And he's also
has a lot of money tied into fucking.
He has millions. So Mark Walters is the primary owner of the Dodgers. And he has, I want to say, about $11 million invested into like ice detention centers.
I want to say more.
Is it more?
Yeah.
I want to say it's around there, but it might be more. But it's in the millions, dog. Like, so, off top, that's a lot of money invested. Not only that, he's also like part owners of like some other company that actually it's like an internet device, or was it like an app? I forgot what exactly
it was.
The one
that the ICE agents are using. It's an app that the ICE agents.
He's like an owner or like part owners of that too, right? So basically, he has his foot inside the whole ICE business, right? So for those that don't know, ICE is kind of like, they say it's to like clean up the streets, right? Like from illegal immigrants who are like criminals or just in general, like taking jobs, quote unquote, right? Because we all know the truth. We all know the truth, right? But in my opinion, I was telling Tigre, it's all about money, dog.
That's all it is.
And
it's always about money.
It's always about money, and those are just good excuses to make the money, dog. So, do I personally feel that Mark Walters is racist? I hope not. You know what I mean? I think it's more of a money move as far as his foot being in ice or being involved or being invested. I think he's looking at it as profit. Do I truly, like I said, what do you think, Tigre?
I don't know, bro. Who knows? I don't know.
We'll never know.
Nobody will really know what he really feels because, he's not going to come out and really
So basically what I'm asking, Tigre, is do you think he's in it for the money? Like, you think
I think it's a little bit of everything. Fuck it. For him, I feel
right?
Like, why not? Like, fuck it. We're going to clean up. We're going to get these illegals out. I'm going to make money. So fuck it.
Obvious Mark Walters, whatever. You see a picture of him, he's obviously Caucasian, right?
Yeah.
So do you think he has any type of connection with like Mexicans?
I mean, he lived in LA. If he was born and raised out here in LA, obviously he's been dealing with us, whether it's fucking, whatever it is, doing work for him, whatever. He's dealt with us a lot. If he was born and raised out here in LA. I don't know who the guy is. I never looked in his background. I can't say nothing.
Well, that's the thing, dog. Like, that's the controversy right now, fool. Is that there's some raza that's saying like, yo, dog, like, how can you guys
support these motherfuckers
when they're literally got their foot
on our necks right now
in the business, in the ICE anti-immigration business, dog, And that's where I agree. I agree, dog, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what can we do, dog? Like, basically what I'm trying to say is when you're at your job, Tigre, let me ask you a question.
The only thing you can do, like I said, is not support with the money. That's it, dog.
That's all you can do. But let me ask you this. When you're at your job, right, Tigre, is it business or feelings?
Depends on what it is. If it's something that's going to make me go against my morals and the shit I was raised on, I'll walk out the job. Fuck the job. Straight up. That's the way I feel about it. You know what I mean? It just depends on what the situation is, obviously. Like, if it's something stupid and petty, or like someone called me like a beaner or some shit, whatever, homie, that don't mean nothing to me. But if it's something where I said, like, I needed to stand up or I can't be here if this is going to be going on, then I just walk out. I don't give a fuck about the money like that. You know what I mean? Fuck the job, too. Fuck any job that's like that. Yeah, so, I feel like yeah. Or like for example, like they try to degrade you at work or try to say something because we're raza. Oh, please believe I'm a wild out and fuck this job too. You know what I mean?
No, it's more like as in, what if your boss is a hardcore Trump supporter?
That doesn't mean shit.
Right? It's business, right?
Well, it's his. I mean, that's him. Whatever.
Okay, so for those that are tripping off of whether we're supporting the Dodgers,
but being a Trump supporter, yeah, okay, go.
No, but I'm just saying, like, okay, for those that are tripping on Raza supporting or going for Dodgers or whatever it may be for the Dodgers, like, don't you think it's just business?
Not really, because that's an entertainment thing that we're going to pay our valuable money that we've earned at a real job. You get what I'm saying? You're supporting with hard-earned money that you've, when they're not really, you know, that they're more of an entertainment thing than anything. Honestly, it's not really something where like
the watching like baseball.
Watching any sport really. If you think about it, like it's all entertainment.
But okay, how about this though? Okay, so Mark Walters, owner of the Dodgers, you know, he's got millions invested in ICE, part owners or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But yet, you know, he's giving jobs to legal immigrants.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like everybody in LA has to give those jobs though here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where we're at. We're in California where the Mexicans are the deepest out here. You know what I mean? We millions out here was. So obviously, if you own a business, eventually you will have a Mexican working for you. That's just facts.
So, for example, we got Yamamoto, right? He's from Japan.
A lot of them.
Utani's, too. He's from Japan.
Another dude too. Yeah.
Rojas, I want to say he was from Venezuela.
Born in Venezuela.
And then there was that other guy from the Dominicans, Hernandez, is it?
I don't know. I think Kiki Hernandez is like half Mexican or something.
No, that's another dude. That other dude, he's Dominican. So my thing is that how do you think they feel about their owner having their foot all the way in, or not all the way, but having their foot in, you know, he has his hand in the jar and shit.
It's a good question. We would have to ask one of the players, you know, that has a Latino descent that comes from that, you know, like, because that's the only way we would know. Obviously, like, how do they really feel? Now, they always say, what do they say? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. So
that's like, what I'm saying about what you just said, that you said if your owner was a hardcore Trump supporter, and
that's a preference of like politics. So I mean, everybody's gonna have a preference of politics.
So that's the same for that then.
Not really, because you're making money off of this shit too with ICE. You get what I'm saying? Like you're making money off of fucking basically the people that.
Okay, so how about if your boss was going out of his way and calling the hotline for ICE?
Yeah.
And just be like, hey.
I'm walking away. I can't work for a motherfucker like that. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah, fuck that thing. Straight up. Oh, shit. It don't matter what job it was.
But I thought it was business.
Not from, that's a different type of business, homie. Yeah, in front of me, any patron, any boss of mine, that was like, oh, look, there goes some immigrants right there at fucking Home Depot. Let me call ICE. Man, fuck you, homie. I'm walking out too, dog. Fuck a
But
job,
what if
homie?
He's just doing it on the side and he's not bugging you?
I don't give a fuck. If I hear that shit, there's a problem, homie. Fuck that.
So that's your thing.
Your money's no good money to me. Not our money's good money. That's the way I see it, dog. I don't give a fuck how much money. You can be paying me $100,000, dog. I'm still walking away. Not our money's good money. Not to me, at least, dog. Fuck that. To me, knowing that, like, man, I just acquired because of the money, and how am I gonna live with myself feeling? Fuck all that. I walk away. Fuck it.
Yeah, I agree, dog.
My self-respect and my morals will be way more than.
Well, that's what I meant about like a boss being a Trump supporter.
Yeah, right? See, that's politics though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like.
But being a Trump supporter, you're gonna be for ICE.
Yeah, technically, not all of them though. You gotta remember, dog.
No, I hear you.
Not just because you voted for Trump, technically mean like, I'm a super against immigrants. Not really.
I know. You know? I know plenty of people who voted for Trump.
I didn't know he was gonna do this shit.
Yeah, 100%. They didn't think
it was gonna be like this. Everybody saying the same thing. We thought it was just gonna go after the gang members, and who doesn't want the gang members out? Everybody wanted that.
I mean, that's at least what he was preaching.
That's what he was saying, at least. You know, that's what.
But I still personally don't believe that. I think it's more for money. I think that all his homies, Trump's homies.
They're all invested.
They're all invested in that shit, dog. They're all in his ear. They probably have dinner and they probably whatever, you know.
100%.
But let's get back to the Dodgers, dog. So you know the Dodgers, dog. They had some kind of history, fool. Like this is not the first time that this has happened.
They've done the Raza dirty before, dog. I will tell you that. I don't know if people know about that shit when they build a stadium, dog. But if people don't know, homie, you better look up Chavez Ravine straight up. That's some history right there. People, a lot of Raza.
Do you know any history on that?
Yeah. So to build a stadium where there was like a little a little neighborhood called Chavez Ravine, fool. Okay. And, dog, it was all raza right there, fool. Like a little pueblito almost way. Dog,
I think I heard about it, fool.
People, so they try to buy everybody out, and a lot of people didn't sell. The people that didn't sell eventually got dragged out of their fucking houses by force.
I heard about that. Homie, that it was like on some.
That shit definitely happened to the raza.
Like on some forceful.
And fool, like people don't even know how deep that shit goes, but the raza. Once this shit happened, the stadiums were fucking empty, fool. The raza was not showing up. And one of these motherfuckers had an idea. We need to go find the Mexicans so the Mexicans come support us. And they went to go find Fernando Valenzuela, dog. And that's when all the raza started showing up. Is
that right? Dog. I didn't know that
shit was that deep. Fool.
And it worked.
It worked, dog. Because we're fucking dumbasses like that.
Because let's keep it a bug, dog.
We should have stayed solid, dog.
Every fucking raza person that I know
is from LA.
From LA. Are Dodger fans.
I know. I'm not like gonna say every single one that I know. I know a couple Angel fans.
Yeah.
One or two of them. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean, though. Dog, 98, 97% of all of raza in LA are Dodger fans.
You guys see this right here? How many times I can fucking tell you that I tatted that?
How many people don't got that shit tatted?
I got that shit fucking tatted on my leg, bro.
How many people don't? I don't got that.
You don't have that?
I don't have LA tatted. No, I have Los Angeles spelled out. I just don't
yeah, he does have Los Angeles.
I have Los Angeles, but I don't have that.
But dog, like this.
Yeah, that Dodger emblem right there. Yeah, LA one.
This
Holy
right here,
fuck, dog. Literally, that's the first. Mostly, that's the first tattoo.
That's like, if you're not getting your mom's name, dog, you're getting a fucking LA sign, dog. Like straight up, fool. And that's facts, my boy.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
But I didn't know that, fool.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dog.
All that shit's real, fool. They dragged him out of their house. When I mean drag them, I mean drag them out of their fucking houses, dog.
So right here it's saying, the Chavez Ravine is a shallow canyon in Los Angeles. It says, north of downtown, which is that's right.
Yeah, but like look up put the history of Chavez Ravine.
Well, Chavez, I guess it was like a councilman from back then or whatever. But you're talking about when the Dodgers.
When they're right there. That's when it happened right there. Dog.
You think in the 40s?
In the 40s, yeah, when they moved over here.
Or the 50s.
They built a stadium for them. Just put Chavez Ravine Dodger Stadium. It should pop up what they did, dog. They fucking
okay. So what it says here, it says during the years, when the expansion of the Los Angeles Angels, there was a Los Angeles Angels.
They're Los Angeles Angels right now.
I know they are now, but they used to be California Angels, right?
They were Anaheim Angels.
No, that was like after California Angels.
I think they were the California Angels.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
But California, yeah, probably for like, yeah, maybe.
The Angels referred to the stadium as Chavez Ravine Stadium or simply Chavez Ravine. Los Angeles City Council designated the property as Dodgers Town. And that's in 2008. Oh, that's later. But hold on. Sorry about that, people.
Look, they're trying to hide what they did. It's not popping up what they did right there. That's crazy. Wikipedia is trying to hide that shit.
Hey, that shit is crazy. If
there's like.
Oh, they're not telling the truth,
dog.
They're
not saying it.
They're not telling the
Dodger
truth.
Stadium, look, Dodger Stadium right there, look, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because they're not gonna tell the truth.
They're not fucking saying that. They're trying to hide that shit.
Yeah, fool. They're not gonna tell you the whole 100% what really happened. What really went down. We're probably gonna have to find like an actual like
violent. Look, there you go.
Yeah, that's
violent. Yeah, that's what really happened, dog.
No, these are like independent journalists, dog.
They're fucking gonna give you the real history of what happened.
Yeah, not no Wikipedia that's gonna give you the.
Okay, that's it right there, dog. Look what it says.
Oh yeah.
And the clearing of Chavez Ravine.
Hold on, let me show you guys this. This is actually very interesting. I don't know if you guys see that right there. There's some hudas that are holding down like some fucking lady, dog.
Yeah, look up the title and go up a little bit so you can see right there.
It says the ugly, violent clearing of Chavez Ravine
before Dodgers had a home. Yep.
That's crazy,
dog.
That
was the raza right there, fool. They did that to us too, right there, fool.
So here,
a lot of raza in LA that was born and raised out here never even fucking heard of Chavez Ravine, fool.
So that picture right now that I'm showing you guys, dog, it says several Chavez Ravine residents fought eviction. They weren't trying to leave.
Nah, fool, it was their place.
Aurora Vargas, who vowed that
they'll have to carry me out, and they did, fool.
And they did, dog.
Look, sheriffs forcibly removed her, fool.
Vargas from her home.
They bulldozed their house down and everything, dog.
4 months later, fuck, they just took her. They did.
Fool, not only her, dog,
her
it was a lot. It was a whole little neighborhood that they did that.
Look, and it's just like a little,
they paid them like
a
the
Latina
minimum
dog,
amount
like a
of
little.
the fucking of what the houses were going for. Fool, they gave them the minimum amount. They didn't give
and you see the little
fool.
girl right here, she's crying and shit. That's probably her mom and
dog.
shit. Yeah. And these scumbags are not giving zero fucks.
Go down there, they'll give you a little bit more of it. Yep, Chavez Ravine.
All right, so we could chop it up a little bit about this.
Yep.
All right.
Dodger Stadium, there was a legendary. Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go for.
All right. So before the Dodger Stadium, there was a legendary baseball venue. It was known as the Chavez Ravine. That's probably what they were talking about with the Los Angeles Angels. The area was home to generations of families, mostly Mexican American, dog.
Been there since forever.
Chicanos, homie.
Been there probably since like Mexico since California.
Oh,
Mexico,
for sure, dog. Since it was fucking New Spain, or what was it, dog? After the Dodgers made a deal to ditch Brooklyn, oh yeah, they were the Brooklyn Dodgers. I forgot about that. Los Angeles officials used the eminent domain and other political machinists to wrest the land away from its owners. Oh, to basically to fucking body them out, dog. Like
took it from them. Basically took it.
Basically took it from them. Hold on. It was ugly, it was violent, and it remains sort of living history of Los Angeles residents don't like to remember.
Nah, you guys don't want to.
These are cool flicks right here, dog. So here's another one. They're dragging them out of their house. Look, and they're all fucking gavas, fool.
Yeah, of course.
Look, they're all gavas, dog. Look at that shit. Look, and there's even reporters right there, fool.
These pictures, fool. Worse ones, but people walking out all fucked up, all bleeding and shit.
So here's another picture. This is what this on this picture right here. So this is 1959. That's the Vargas.
Think about what that shit says right there. Fool, look, her home from how long did they have it? Look, 1771, dog. They've been there, dog, at Chavez Ravine, dog. 1771 and in 1959, dog, they got dragged out.
That's more than 100 years. That had to have been like 3 generations. And see, dog, that goes to show you, dog, we've been here, homie. Raza has been here, dog. Since fucking the 1700s, fool. Before that, honestly, from what was it, 1500?
1771, the United States wasn't even a country yet. Fool. We were founded in 1774.
Well, don't they say to go back to your country? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So get out, everybody. Fuck out.
Yeah, y'all get out. So, the Chavez Ravine was named after Julian Chavez, a rancher who served as an assistant mayor, city councilman, and eventually as one of LA's county's first supervisors. Okay. In 1844. So that's way before anything, dog. And his name was Chavez, Julian Chavez, just to let y'all know right there, right off top, dog. So he was already raza, fool. He started buying up land and what is known as Stone Quarry Hills, an area with several separate ravines. Chavez died of a heart attack later. At 69. He was kind of young, yeah.
Now, well, I mean, think about it, that was in the 1800s, fool, so he was actually old as fuck for that time.
That's dope, dog. Look, so in this flick right here, fool, it's a bunch of little kids, fool. Look,
I don't even think downtown is
little Mexican Americans, little Chicanos, dog.
Look, I don't even think downtown is built.
Nah, that was a little bit of it right there, fool.
Holy shit.
It says a group of children play on hills above the ravine with a smoggy downtown skyline visible in the background. Look at that shit.
Damn.
It was just one building, a couple of buildings.
Shit.
That goes to show you we've been here, people. Like we honestly have been here. By the 1900s, the semi-rural community had sprung up on the steep terrain, mostly on the ridges between the neighboring Sulphur and Cemetery ravines. It's kind of like up there, fool. What is it? The avenues and like Highland Park and all that. Where like
there's like shit.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of hills. It's Eagle Rock and all that.
Yep.
I've been out there, dog. Look at that, some raza kids right there. 2 young and happy residents, and obviously raza. Look, with the best man, another bridesman. That's fucking more raza. So, anyways, this is
the community.
What eventually came to be called the Chavez Ravine encompassed about 315 acres and had 3 main neighborhoods: Palos Verde,
La
Loma, and Bishop. Man, that all sounds familiar. Because we have a Palos Verde over here.
Yeah, we have
La Loma sounds like an actual neighborhood, I want to say. Like a Maravilla. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure what neighborhood, but I know that.
Yeah. That's the little neighborhood right there. It looks like some straight
East LA.
grocery
store, its own church, its own elementary
school. Yeah, it was a whole little
like
city. It was a little town full, like little Lennox.
It was like little East LA, next to East LA and shit. Closer to like Echo Park.
And they had all that shit. Fool, they even had like a little farmery. Many residents grew their own food and raised animals there, fool. So it was a whole little fucking town, dog. A little rancho, fool, almost to a certain degree, dog. You know, run down. Okay. Many Mexican American families redlined and prevented from moving into other neighborhoods established themselves in Chavez Ravine. Oh, so they were basically had to stay.
Nah, they were outcasts.
Yeah, they had no other choice because they were raza. I mean, it's obvious, dog. You know what I mean? A lot of that was going on around the 50s, fool. Even for black people, dog.
Tight knit community. Often left their doors unlocked. Why wouldn't you? There's all raza. Ain't nobody going. You know how it is. When you know every single neighbor, you could leave your doors unlocked.
So right here is the Navarro family posed at their Chavez Ravine home before their relocation to the William Med Home housing projects. Oh shit! So they were sent to like a projects. Navarro lived with her 3 children in the 5-room house, which rented for $25 a month, dog. That's how much they were paying, dog. $25, fool. And it had 5 rooms, dog. See, that was the real American dream, right? You know what I mean? Like where you can have your own fucking house, dog.
5 rooms.
5 rooms. Let me see here. Veteran William Nicolas and 3 of his children stand at the door in the rear of his father-in-law's house in the Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles. The home had 2 rooms for sleeping quarters and a toilet. That's crazy.
No bathing facility, no gas or hot water.
And he was a veteran, right? So that means he was in the military, you know? Or does that mean he was just older?
Nah, yeah, he was in the military.
The battle over the land begins. Outsiders often saw the neighborhood as a slum city, so it was a hood, it was a barrio, fool. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was the gutter, fool. So officials decided that the Chavez Ravine was ripe for redevelopment. So basically, they like the land, dog. You know what I mean? Kicking off a decade-long battle over the land. So they were going at it for a minute, dog. If it was a decade, what is that, like 12 years? Yeah, or so, like 10 years? They labeled it as blighted. What does that mean?
Blighted, never seen that word.
Oh, okay. And came up with a plan for a massive public housing project.
Yeah, do like big ass projects. Well, then that plan went down too, and then
known as Elysian Park Heights. So yeah, we all know where Elysian Park is at.
Yeah.
So Richard Nuerta funded
1,000 units. Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yep. Obviously, that didn't go down either.
So designated by architects Robert E. Alexander and Richard Nuerta, and funded in part by federal money, the project was supposed to include more than 1,000 units, 24 13-story buildings, and 160-story townhouses, as well as several new schools and playgrounds. So that they were gonna make a little barrio, right?
Yep. Like some little housing projects.
Look, this is what we fought for. Damn, look, and it's all fucking scrubble.
That's the veteran right there. He probably went to the war, fool. Yep.
Wow.
Too, yep.
All right, dog. So check out this picture, right? If you guys check this out, it says this is what we fought for, and it's some raza fool right there, and then his mom. It looks like his mom, and it's all fucking shambled in the background, dog.
They already knocked down their houses.
It says May 11th, 1959, Cruz Cabral, 39-year-old ex-Marine war hero of World War II, gives moral support to relatives. Oh, that was his gente, probably his tia, evicted from their house in the Chavez Ravine.
Yeah,
his aunt, there you go, Abrana Arachiga, 72, shows his medals. He was wounded 4 times in the South Pacific battles. That's where my grandpa was.
Japs.
Yep, she reared him on the site. Damn, that's crazy, Dougie. Pressure to sell and eminent domain. In the early 1950s, the city began trying to convince Chavez Ravine homeowners to sell. Despite intense pressure, many residents resisted. They weren't trying to leave.
Hell no.
Developers offered immediate cash payments to residents for their property. But why would they want to leave if they were already there since like 1700s? I wouldn't want to fucking leave. I want to stay right here. Fuck y'all.
And I'm paying 25 for a 5-bedroom.
I know, right? And they're, they're with the people that accept them, dog, because they were already getting looked at.
Surrounded by the gente right there.
Yeah, and they were already kind of like being like,
oh, you live there? It was kind of like, there.
Like getting shrugged off anywhere else, dog. They offered remaining homeowners less money, so residents feared that if they held out, they wouldn't get a fair price. Damn. In other cases, officials used the power of eminent domain to acquire plots of land and force residents out of their homes. When they did, typically lowballed homeowners.
Told you they gave them like the minimum of the amount of what the house was.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck, offering them far less than what their land was worth, dog. That's wild, fool. That's crazy. Chavez Ravine residents were
also told that they would be able to move into the housing projects that they were going to build. But they never build them.
And they were displaced, could return to living in the housing projects.
Right there in Chavez Ravine, but they never build them.
That's crazy, dog. They just lied to them, basically, dog. No, one way or another, by choice or force, most residents of the three neighborhoods had left Chavez Ravine by 1953 when the Elysian Park Heights project fell apart. Oh shit. So basically it didn't happen. Opposition to plan public housing. The new mayor of Los Angeles opposed public housing, un-American, as did many businesses leaders who wanted the land for private development, which was the Dodger Stadium, right? Let me see. So by 1957, the area had become a ghost town. Only 20 families held out. Fuck, 20 families.
Only, they said, dog.
Only, I know that's what they say, right? But they were willing to fucking like, nah, fuck y'all. Like, we're gonna stay, you know what I mean? The Dodgers vote and forcible evictions, dog. That's crazy. So by 1958, fool, those last 20 families, right? Voters approved by a slim 3%. So they barely won that vote, dog. To trade the 352 acres of land to the owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, which was Walter O'Malley, dog. So he barely won, which probably was rigged by itself. But yeah, for sure, 100%, dog. And then right here is a picture of an attorney who's probably just breaking it down to this fucking Raza family. Look, you see the grandma, the pops, the kids, and his wife and shit, probably his sister. That's crazy, dog. And then damn, by 1959, bulldozers and sheriff deputies showed up to forcibly evict the last families in the Chavez Ravine. So they had to leave?
Now, fool, they forced them out. They literally dragged them out of their house.
But I thought that was their house.
You got dragged out of your fucking house.
That's crazy, dog. Yeah, this is wild, dog. And here goes some like actual pictures.
Some of the paperwork.
Sheriff deputies kicked down the doors of Arichega's family's home. Movers hauled out the family's furniture. The residents were forcibly escorted out. Forcibly, dog. Crews eventually knocked down the ridge, separating the sulfur and the cemetery remains, and filled them up, burying Palo Verde Elementary School in the process. Damn, they just fucking basically built right on top of it, no?
Yep. Knocked it down and built right on top.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog. And yeah, dog, by 1959, the Dodger Stadium started getting built, dog. I want to say it was by 1962, the Dodger Stadium opened, dog.
There you go.
There you go. On site that 1,000 people had once called home, dog. In 1962, look, there goes all the balloons.
That was a grand up.
There it goes. Everybody was happy, dog. They didn't give a flying fuck about the raza. So yeah, fucking Tigre, what do you think, man? What do you think about this, dog?
Already. I knew all of this shit.
We just wanted to talk a little bit on this, basically the Chavez Ravine, dog, and how the Dodgers been doing this shit, dog.
Yep. So I'm telling you what happened too about the whole. Stadiums were empty, dog, because of this shit. I'll tell you, and one of these fucking assholes had the bright idea, like, we need to get a Mexican player. And they went to go look for one, dog, and they found Fernando Valenzuela, and I swear that's what brought the fucking Razzles back to the stadium, dog.
So let's talk about Fernando Venezuela, dog. What you know about him, doggy?
He was fucking one of the best. Well, my favorite Dodger of all time, obviously. Born in Mexico.
And the Dodgers won this last World Series on his birthday, was it? On his fucking birthday,
he was a champion himself, dog. He fucking won in '88 with them, if I'm correct, or '82. One of those years he won with them though. Lefty pitcher, dog. Badass, fucking badass for sure.
So it's like
it's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, dog. But to me, what I see, dog, I see these people.
I just see that the raza so fucking easily manipulated, dog.
That's what I was gonna say. That we're being used as puppets, dog. Like we're literally being used.
Look how much money, dog. If you look up the statistics. Raza, that's a Dodger fans, just overall, all of them. 40% are fucking Raza way. 40% of all the population.
That's almost half.
Dog, that's how, you know how many fucking people that is? How much money gets spent at the beers, Dodger dogs, fucking Dodger jerseys, Dodger hats, fucking.
Basically, whatever. These politicians or these, like, what do you want to call them? For what are they, like, multimillionaires? Or, for like, sure. The people that run everything, dog.
People in charge, the bankers.
The bankers, whatever, they're probably like white or something, you know. And there's nothing against white people. I love white people, dog. I love all people. But I see it like they're using, honestly, dog, we're just like little, like, fucking, like, pawns, fool. Like, you get me? Like, oh, let's just build over here. Who cares? Like, they're going to buy it anyways. It doesn't matter. Like,
we're going to make them forget. Don't worry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dog.
Don't forget fast. They forget fast.
Okay, talking about that, you know that Mark Walters, a couple of weeks after getting all that backlash, you know he shot a little milli, right?
Fuck him and his milli. Yeah, I know. I heard about that.
He shot $1 million for immigrant families, right?
Fuck him.
Which is very little.
That's a fucking spit in your face, dog. That's I'm gonna piss on you and fucking call it rain.
He's doing like kind of like what he did right there.
What they did when they go fight Fernando. Dog, it's like I'm gonna piss on you and call it rain.
Pretty much, dog. He's like, here's a little milli just to be like, yeah, you know, my bad.
Just to say I gave you something.
Yeah, I gave you 1 million compared to like how many millions that he's invested in. No, but let's be real, fool. Imagine how much. Exactly, dog. How much more money is he gonna get back? You think he's doing this for? Well, he's doing this because he's gonna get a lot of money, dog. Let's be honest, dog. About. You know what I mean? And it's wild, dog. So it's a bittersweet thing, dog. Like I don't know, man. Like. Should we really be going for the Dodgers, dog?
I didn't support after that shit happened with Ice, dog. I didn't see no more games. I didn't see shit.
And that's the honest truth. Before we even get into the games, dog, yeah, we're already 30 minutes in, dog. Last but not least, dog, as far as, you know, Mark Walters and the Dodgers, and should we really be supporting them, dog? And it's a trip because they're still using, like, immigrants, fool, for, like, to win these games. Are they... Fool, the MVP doesn't speak English. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yamamoto?
The Japanese.
Dog, he literally has to have a translator right there, 100%.
Dog.
Dog, there's like a video, fool, of Yamamoto and the Dominican fool, and they're like talking, but they're like, they're joking. They're not understanding each other, fool.
Of course not.
Like, literally, dog. Let me see if I can find it for you guys.
Come on, dog. Before fucking speaking Japanese, and these fools, look, there he goes right there, the great Fernando.
Yeah, there goes Fernando Venezuela.
That's it right there, dog. That's the man, legend, Dodger right there.
Yep. Oh, look, it's right here. Check it out, guys.
Dile, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Dodgers. Buenos días, fanáticos.
¿Fanático?
Sí, fanáticos. Fans.
¿Fanático?
Fanáticos.
Buenos días, fanáticos.
Llama. Buenos días. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
There you go. Buenos días, people. Dile, buenos días.
Buenos días. There you go, dog. There you go, people. Like, that's why I say, dog, is it just business, fool? You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it just business, doggy?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So let's go right ahead and get into the actual game, dog. So, hey, just like Tigre was saying, dog, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a thou out with you guys, dog. I didn't watch none of the World Series games, dog.
Yeah.
I didn't watch none of them until the very last one, and honestly, the reason I even watched the very last one was because it was Saturday, it was my day off, and I just felt like doing nothing.
And everybody, that shit was on everywhere else, huh?
And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch the game. You know, I'm gonna give me something to eat. And that's exactly what I did. So I watched some of the beginning of the game, and I realized they were losing. I think I was like 4-0. And then about halfway through the game, my girl was like, "Let's go get some food." I'm like, "Let's go get some food," right?
Yeah.
I wasn't really like I was just watching the game just to watch. I was kind of like on my phone too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We got some food. We came back. We ate. Right. I'm eating, and then I want to say it was like the ninth inning, right? Was that when all that shit cracked out?
That's when it happened.
And it was like meant to be for me to watch it, dog. That's why I feel like I have my like love hate thing for this Dodger shit, dog. Because honestly, fool, like it's almost spiritual, dog. It sounds crazy. I might sound crazy, but I'll get into that later, dog. I'm gonna tell you why. So I sat down, right, and then that's when it cracked, dog. Miguel Rojas. Go ahead, Tigre. You want to get into it?
Yeah, I didn't really see the game like that. I just got all the updates, dog. I was, on purpose. I was like, I need to make myself busy for these little hours. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch this shit. Fuck these fools. But yeah, nah, I got all the updates, dog. It was from what it fuck. And then obviously after the game, I seen all the highlights and shit. Bro, fucking I didn't get I wish I would have wanted what an ending, dog. What a fucking ending. He hits that homer. So they were losing.
They were losing, yeah.
By one. They were losing, if I'm correct. The score was 3-4. Dodgers were losing. It was the top of the ninth.
Yeah, it was already over.
So that means it's over, dog. If they don't hit a run to tie or nothing, it's over.
I was watching and I was like, oh yeah, it's done. Fool. I was almost guaranteed. I was like, yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, I think nephew was talking about like he was already pissed.
Probably like I'm a bounce.
Yeah.
Nah, and Rojas hits that tie, dog. Boom, he hits that homer. He ties the fucking game, right?
But let's talk about Rojas in general, right? So he's from Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
He's an older cat.
Mm-hmm. In the league, like, kind of, I ain't gonna lie, from what everybody was expecting him to get, that was an out. Everybody was expecting him to get struck out.
Like, he's a good player, but
he's a decent player.
He's not the greatest player.
Right. A middle of the pack player.
He's kind of like mid, right?
Yeah, middle of the pack.
So him hitting this home run, dog, was a big deal, dog.
Dog, not only that, think of at the time he hit it, fool, the ninth inning, dog. That's it. The game is over after this, fool. Like, he gets struck out and then another out, and that's it. Blue Jays champions, that's it.
That's it. It's over, dog.
And he fucking, the way he cracked that ball, and then, you gotta remember, so then they go to bat then. Because, see, if they wouldn't have hit that run, it's over. But since it's tied now, so now they gotta go back.
Hey.
And then they get all on base, dog, from the highlights that I see.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we move on to that, dog, Rojas, I guess they were saying that his wife was telling him something like that. Like, you know what? You're going to hit a home run. And that fool was just kind of like brushing it off. Like, whatever. Yeah, he's probably like, yeah, whatever.
Say this too, because I saw that. I want to give this win, I would say, right? I didn't see it all, but from the highlights and everybody was making it sound, I want to say the coach won this game, dog. I want to say it was a coaching win.
Oh,
the coach did some, like, subs that were right on point. He put in that other guy they said, and then when they hit that ball and him and Kiki were running for it, and he ran over Kiki because Kiki wasn't going to catch it. He was still looking for it on both sides and shit. And other homies like, no, this is mine. So think about that, bro. All the calls that coach did and shit, that's what won him the game. He got out-coached. The fool from the Blue Jays got out-coached 1,000%. Huh? He got out-coached, dog, 100%.
Damn.
100%. No other if, answer, buts about it. He got out-coached, dog. Everything that coach did from the Dodgers won him that game. Everything.
No, they did a good job off top. 100%, dog. But yeah, so Rojas
ties it.
What he said was that he was just trying to hit it and get on base.
On base, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I guess, just
homies hit him. He threw that perfect pitch and he swung, dog. He
swung, dog, and he got it, dog.
Connected.
And then what was that play that you were talking? Oh,
so then they go to bat afterwards.
And they had
Blue Jays.
And if they, I thought they were gonna lose right there. I was like, oh, it's over.
If they score, it's over too, because that's it. So the top is the first team, the bottom of the ninth is the last team, the home team. They're always the bottom. And that one, dog, they got all men on base right there. Yeah. It was what you call fully loaded bases, dog. That means everything is fully loaded. And who does another play? Fucking Rojas again, dog. Again. He kind of slips a little bit and he turns. He fucking throws it at home. And bro, it's from what it looks like, it's milliseconds. It's seconds, dog.
I think it was at the same time. You're talking about when the fucking the foot and the fucking
and the home plate
and the home. Oh, that had to be at the same time.
Bit, if it's the same time, you're out though. If it's the same time, you're out. In baseball, you gotta beat him.
No, he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
He gets him out.
You gotta beat it, not fucking at the same time, dog.
At the same time. So what happens there, dog? They get them out again, dog. Think about the one that they got themselves out of. Fully loaded bases, bro. You know what I mean? That was very, it must have been a very, 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 like, what would you call it? Not stressful, but intense game to be watching, dog. Like, if you're a fan, you know what I mean?
Oh, dog. Fool, all the Blue Jays, dog, if you looked in the background, they were all standing, fool. They were ever since that home run.
You want to silence 60,000 people?
Dog, they were all standing like
cheering.
Fool, literally like this, fool. Like they
when
were
he hit that home run, it went dead silence in that fucking arena.
Oh, you're talking about Smith?
When he fucking so they get them out. Good play on the defense. And then we go up to bat again, if I'm correct. And that's when Smith hits that. Will Smith, he hits the homer.
He hits the homer.
A single homer. And boom, we go up 5-4, dog. We go up 5-4. And then they get us out, and then they go.
No, that's when we take lead.
Yeah, we took the lead right there with Will's homer, because Rojas' homer tied it.
Dog, when Smith hit that homer, I'm so used to hearing like, dog, nobody said nothing, dog.
You could hear Smith yelling. That's how quiet it was.
Dog.
He was the only one cheering. I don't even think the Dodgers players cheered right away at first. I think everybody was kind of fucking stunned, dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And obviously the Jays were probably like, fuck.
Oh, no, they were dead silent, dog. You could hear Smith yelling, and then obviously the Dodgers fucking players started screaming. So then we get that home run, we go up 5-4. And then they go to bat, dog. Now, this was another thing they were saying, like in the highlights. So when it's their turn to pitch again, you gotta remember they had put Yamamoto in, but he had pitched the day before. So in that one, they were wondering, should they pull him out for this last round, dog? And I was just thinking when I heard that, you better not.
Why not?
Because he was already on, dog. He was striking. He was on. You can't pull somebody when they're hot, especially in the end of the fucking game like that, dog. There's no way. You ride with him to the end, even if they hit on him. So what, dog? You ride with that fool, dog. He's too hot. And now they did it. So, boom, they get on base. They end up with one person on third, and then one dude does a sacrifice bunt to get on base.
Oh, I've seen that one.
So now there's a person on fucking third and first. What does that mean? That means you have to go to second, dog.
Yeah.
And when they did the whole little play that they let him get on first, I was like, everybody, what the hell? What? But they were like, nah, they did that on purpose. Like, right. Not, that set was on purpose. Why? For the double play, dog. They knew
the coach,
had to do
like
the
double
you said,
play, the coach knew what time it was, dog.
Me personally, I didn't get to see none of that shit. Like I said, I seen that. But if I would have been watching it, I would have been like, man, this shit is fucking rigged, bro. This shit is gotta be. That's a Hollywood ending, like
that's
a motherfucker.
That's what I was That was gonna get into, dog.
You're gonna end the World Series with a double play like that for real? All right, sure.
So what are you trying to say? You think is this shit rigged?
All I know is that's what you call a fucking Hollywood ending, brother.
So you're saying it's rigged?
I don't know. I'll tell you this. A lot of sports have been caught being rigged before, dog. A lot of them. Basketball is one of them. One of the times that we know for sure that they rigged it was back in the day, dog, in 02-03, 02-01, when they helped the Lakers, dog, beat the fucking Sacramento Kings, dog, and they helped the Lakers, dog. And I'm a Laker fan. Bro, they helped us, dog. They helped us big time. They cheated, dog. They didn't want the fucking finals to be fucking Sacramento and whatever team was in the East. They didn't want that.
Well,
dog.
we all know Lakers, they got the money, dog. We know that the Dodgers got the money.
Games right there, dog, if you go back and look at those, they rigged them, fool. They were kicking our ass, fool.
Well, that's what. Well, why were they trying to say that the Dodgers ruined baseball?
I don't know. That's because they bought all the players. But I mean,
that's what I was going to say because they had money,
baseball
right?
teams have done this before. The Yankees have done this. Back in the days, I want to say, was it the?
Yeah,
was it the Atlanta? One of the teams over in the.
I think I remember some shit like that.
Them too, dog. They have the one thing about baseball is they have no salary cap, fool. So like you can pay the players as much as you want.
And obviously they're gonna go where the money's at.
They have a cap, all of them.
Yeah.
Like the NBA, all of them have a cap that you cannot pay them more than this amount.
Whatever, yeah.
Baseball, you can pay them literally a billion, whatever, don't matter.
Fuck. So they
biggest contracts in baseball.
Yeah. So that's obviously. Like, yeah, they bought all their players, right? Like, I mean, it's working, obviously, unless it was rigged, dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And even like that, but thinking about it like that, that's how good the league is. Even like that, they struggle to win this shit.
But it's true, though. Like, if you think about it, right, it went all the way to the 7th fucking game. That's like juicing as much as you can.
Every dollar out
of that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dog. I don't know. That's a toughie, fool. I don't know. I don't know, dog. Wow, you know what I mean? All right, dog. So... we're already 45 minutes in.
We can close this one up. We got to do the 4th episode too, La Conquista.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, 100%, dog. And so I just want to end this, dog, with
Let me know what the people got to think, man. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? And
how many of you knew even about Chavez Ravine? I know a lot of people didn't know about that shit, dog.
I'm gonna tell you this though, dog. I was able to go to the parade, dog.
Oh, you went, huh?
And that's where I'm gonna come back to. I was saying like about the spirit, fool. Like, dog. It's like being from LA. And then having that spirit for Dodgers, dog, you know?
Yeah. A lot of people went to support her. I didn't go. Obviously, I was working.
Oh, it was packed. It wasn't as packed as last year. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
It wasn't as packed as last year.
Yeah, last year that shit was ridiculous.
Last year it went up. When they won,
that shit was ridiculous.
It was fucking popping. It was like a mini little fucking like chaotic shit. Fucking, and no, I'm talking about even before, like at night.
Fool. Yeah, that night.
That night was active.
Yeah, remember they blew their hand off and all that shit?
Yeah, blew his fucking hand off and everything, dog. And nah, definitely this year was. They were saying because LAPD, they were like prepared. Expecting it? They were expecting it, but
that's not gonna stop us out here if we really wanted to.
But I truly feel that not only that had a little part to do with it, but I really feel a lot of it had to do with. I feel like a lot of people are low key like disappointed in the Dodgers that they support ICE. Fool.
Yeah, well, no shit.
You know what I mean? I definitely feel that way, dog. And it sucks because, like I said, when you're out there at the parade, dog, you feel
the pride of LA.
Dog, you really do feel the pride.
LA pride, yeah.
Like, I don't think anywhere else in the fucking world.
They have their little city pride, everybody.
Of course, everybody does, dog.
Yeah.
This is a different level, homie. Like, I look around, fool, and I can honestly tell you, fool, there's black people, Asian people, white people.
The mix over here is big time.
Dog, there was every single fucking race you could think of, and everybody is right there straight
cheering and shit, giving each other high fives.
Dog, it's like a feeling that you cannot, like, I cannot describe.
It feels good when the city's like, everybody
fucking feels great, dog. Like, I literally seen Bloods, Crips, dog, like, literally, no lie. There were Cholo fools, dog. Everybody's chilling. What's up, fool? Like, it's
that's
all.
That's right. Go Dodgers.
Like, it was like, I don't know, dog. All I know is just like a different feeling, dog.
That shit's dope.
And again, it sucks, dog. Like that they gotta be supporting, dog. Like, or that the owner has he got booed, by the way. I don't know if you know that, right?
I'm sure he did.
He got booed. I forgot exactly where or what. At the
I'm sure celebration. He's trying to say anything. Yeah, 100%.
How do you think that feels for that fool?
He doesn't give a fuck. He's so rich. He doesn't give a fuck who's booing him or not. It's not the first time they booed him.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, to be that powerful of a person, dog,
shit like that.
You're gonna have people that hate you
all the time.
That hate you, dog.
There's always gonna be.
That being said, shout out to everybody though.
All the new subscribers, thank you guys, man, for tuning in.
Man, we're already up to like 463, I believe, dog. Yep. We're almost to 1,000 people.
Let's get that.
I can't believe I'm saying that now, dog. Like, we gotta start pushing for 1,000. I remember when we were saying let's push for 100. Yeah. Dog. So that's dope, dog.
Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
West, you already know, man. Look out for the Conquista.
We out like a 30-round clip.
3 or
part 4.